We're looking at the best minis in every single AOS range. You ready?
Yeah, this is a long one.
Oh. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to the Kieran Show. Hot off the press of the top 5 minis in all of Age of Sigmar. Going deeper to find the best miniature for every army.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the top 5 one cuts out so many good miniatures, especially for AOS.
Yes, we were certainly spoiled for choice with AOS when we did our top 5, so it feels only fair to go and find each army's time in the sun and see how deep that rabbit hole goes. There's a lot of factions, a lot of things to cover, so we've decided to split it in half.
Yes, so rather than...
AOS Karate Chop.
You done?
I'm having a weird day.
So rather than all us talking about each army for ages, we split them.
Oh, like a karate.
Karate.
Have you had enough? Right.
Yeah,
I'll see myself out.
So we've got half and half the AOS armies each, and I've picked one. Kieran doesn't know what I've picked for the best unit in that army, and likewise, although some of them we can probably safely assume.
Yes.
And then we'll have a little conversation. For ones that we've already talked about, so for the top 5 AOS minis, they're of course the best ones in the army. We'll mention them, but then we'll give you like a second place because...
Yeah, to be fair, with all of the ones I've taken, like I've got honourable mentions in the majority because some is like splitting hairs and it's pretty rough.
I've got no honourable mentions really, apart from the ones we've already talked about.
Sweet. Well, I guess we should probably get going. Do you want to go first?
Before we start, please do the YouTube pleasantries,
yes.
Like, subscribe, show your nan, show your brother, show your neighbour's dog friend.
But Nan first. Obviously Nan first.
Yes.
And if you want to go that extra mile and support us even more, and you can become a Kieran yourself by joining our Patreon and our Discord as well.
Shilling over.
Yes.
Let's get into it. You can go first.
Oh, I can go first. Excellent. My first army is the Lumineth Warclans.
Every time you try and say that, you can't.
It's a mess. It is
what was it the other day?
Lumineth? Yeah, it's a hot mess. But the army is not. Lumineth Warclans. Obviously, we've spoken a hell of a lot about Cow Mountain, and also Thick Daddy Teclis. I did put an honourable mention for Stone Guard.
They're the small cows, aren't they?
No, they are the elves with hammers, giant hammers with cow hats.
Oh, cow hats.
Oh yeah.
So just for full transparency, who?
Cow Mountain.
Cow Mountain is number 1.
Yeah, obviously it would have been Teclis, but Teclis was my number 1 in all of Lumineth. So I was like, can't do that. So Cow Mountain, obviously. Stone Guard are an honourable mention. Agree? Disagree?
Hard agree.
Excellent stuff.
I wouldn't even change the honourable mention.
Oh, well there you go.
Are you done talking about Lumineth now?
Never, but you can go next.
I know, I'd happily talk about them for an hour. First on my list, it's the Dino Boys.
Seraphon.
It's the Seraphons.
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 Fun.
Get
Fun.
You get it, Seraphon?
Real nice. This is Seraphon. You carry on.
I've picked the Crocsagores.
Okay, good. Which ones? The war-spawned ones? The crocodile or the dinosaur ones?
The dinosaur ones.
Oh, fair enough. Cool. How come?
Because why not? End of video.
Sure.
They're so big. So when they showed them off on the preview, I was like, oh, they're really cool. They've got a lot of detail. And then you see them in person, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
we're in thick city here.
Yeah, big boys.
Honourable mention for Seraphon. It's Big Daddy Croak, just because of how that miniature goes together. And the second honourable mention for them is the Saurus Warriors.
Okay.
The sorest of all the warriors because they are brilliant.
Sure.
I know you quite like the Crocsagores.
I do. For me, my favourite are Agrodon Lancers. They're my favourite.
See, I was in an army with the Agrodon Lancers, but then there's the Scar Vet and everything as well. And
he's also really cool.
Yeah, but I just really like the Crocsagores. Truthfully, what sold it for me is when I saw them in person, how big they are.
Yeah.
And how that detail actually scales up as well. I could easily run 9 of them.
Yeah, they're real cool. Really.
I mean, they've got. Well, I don't know if they still do, but they did have busted rules, didn't they?
Yeah, they were very strong. They're not quite as strong in new AOS. They're still good, but I don't know if I'd run 9. Maybe 6 for sure. 9, probably not. Next up, Fyreslayers. Very weird little team, this.
Ginger dwarves.
The Ginger Dwarves. I am a firm believer that if you painted them as actual dwarves and not as Fyreslayers, they'd look really cool. So I have to try and keep that in mind when looking at their mini ranges. I looked at the Orruk Flamekeeper. This is the guy with the mask, holding up the torch, ginger beard. It's the one I showed you the other day.
He is very cool.
He is very cool.
If all of the range looked like that, I think I'd have an army.
For sure.
Because like in World of Warcraft, I'm a dwarf.
Nice.
Prop paladin.
Real nice. Sure.
For those out there.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds great and you're having fun, so good for you. Honourable mention, their Warcry warband. Oh, baby. It's amazing. Obviously, looked at Magma Dragons and Magma Dragons, whatever. All that nonsense that I looked at. All the units look the same, but the Warcry warband, if that is a nice idea as to where Fyreslayers players is fun to say, range is going in the future, we're in for a great time.
Yeah, they do be cooking.
They do be cooking.
Yeah.
Next army.
Next up is Tree People. The Sylvaneth.
The Sylvaneth.
So we talked a lot about Big Bug Lady.
We did.
Alarielle the Bug Queen. She is the best miniature in all of that range. Not even close. But who I'm going to pick for the sake of this video
Yep.
is Belthanos.
Hell yeah, baby.
Smaller big bug man. Because he's bigger than most, but smaller than her.
I love the use of wording. Very nice. Yeah. Very nice too. Yeah.
He's really cool. I still haven't painted mine. The kit isn't great to build though. As with all of the Sylvaneth stuff, I find that the trees don't go together great. It's very similar to Necrons, like all the little bits stick to each other to form the small details. But yeah, I just haven't painted mine.
Sure thing.
Will do one day.
Real nice. Real nice. Next on the list is the Hedonites of Slaanesh. Obviously mentioned Thick Daddy Scullion in the top 5 minis.
Oh, 300 man.
300 man. Yeah, so didn't want to talk about him too much.
But he is the number one.
Of course. The easy mention for me is the Keeper of Secrets. I think it's the best Greater Demon, but it felt a bit disingenuous considering we got Demons of Chaos in the 40k one that we're going to do after this one anyway, and it's an easy one. It's an easy answer. So instead, I've gone with the Thricefold Discord. Do you know what this is? It's a 3-man Underworlds warband.
Three?
That never got a singular release. It's locked in a box.
Which version of Underworlds is it locked in?
Death Gorge, I think it is called.
Is that the newer one?
Maybe it's been out for long enough that they absolutely should have been released, and they haven't been.
Well, they're going to Legends, aren't they?
Yeah, so they might not even get a release. So they are the most gorgeous demons models, let alone Slaanesh models. So when I saw that, I was like, "Where's that? Why can't I have that?" Which is very upsetting. But
the best in the range is Scullion, 300 man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But again, couldn't pick him because he's in my top 5. Next army, please, sir.
Flesh Eater Courts.
Oh, this is a fun one.
I went with Usheran.
Classic.
He's ushering the new age of the Flesh Eater Courts.
Oh.
Because
I see what you've done there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
The new Flesh Eater Courts range was really good. For the lulz, I nearly picked a Terrorgeist. I really like the Terrorgeist.
No.
If I didn't pick Usheran, I can hear the mechanical keyboards from everyone else's house shouting
everywhere.
at me. He's an unbelievable miniature. Like the way that the design works, the detail in his face, the size of his base as well.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
You've been kit bashing 2 of them.
I have kit bashed 2 of them.
For 40k, but this isn't a 40k video.
No. Keep that to ourselves.
Usheran, just from the overlay going over, I think you can see why he is the best in that range.
Absolutely right.
Who's next?
Next up is the Ossiarch Bonereapers. This is a very fun team with loads of cool little support characters.
Loads of bone?
Yes. Loads of bone. But loads of like really cool little support characters. Not really doing anything, like quite low point cost, quite low pounds cost as well. However, the big daddy himself, Katagross, has to be number 1. I know he's in my top 5, but he has to be number 1. I even looked at Necropolis Stalkers, and I was like, well, they're really cool because they're essentially just like, I don't know, big bone things with 4 arms and bone swords, but it's still Catacross. Don't care if Catacross is number 1.
You went with the Stalkers over the really cool terrain piece.
I'm not putting terrain in number 1.
You do what you do when it's the Bonereapers terrain. I'm
not putting terrain in here.
I nearly went with the Realm Shaper engine for Seraphon.
So stupid. No, next.
Next up is Full Edgelord, Soulblight Gravelords.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Manifesting it.
Who do you think I picked?
Radikar the Wolf?
Nope.
Oh.
I've picked Nagash.
Oh, okay.
Old Davy Crockett Hatman.
Yeah, croc hat. No, I don't know what it is.
It genuinely does look like he's got a croc on his...
I don't know what it is with the death range in AOS, but I feel like the size of your croc hat sort of distinguishes the level of your power.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I think it's for how big the toes are for when they take it off and put it on their feet.
Nice.
Toes equals power in the
Well, the gashes looks like a sleeping bag. I reckon he could sleep in his. So
he is a wicked miniature.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Big boy.
You're not gassed on his miniature in general, are you?
I'm not gassed on the gash. No, not gassed.
Is it just the hat thing?
No, I really like the croc hat thing. I think it's dumb, but I think I really like it. Yeah, everyone I've told this to really does disagree with me, but I think Belladamma Volga is such a beautiful mini, and everyone I've spoken to is like, "You're joking."
This isn't a video for hot takes.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
sorry.
the hottest of takes for that range.
I honestly love Belladamma to bits.
Radikar the Wolf is better than Belladamma Volga.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're not. Like, I think the Soulblight range, we are truly blessed. # stay blessed. But the Belladamma Volga mini is just so insane, and I love it. It's the only reason I run so many wolves. I know that wolves aren't good. I just love Belladamma Volga. I'm like, fly, my pretties, fly.
It's just a woman draped over a wolf and then 2 other wolves, isn't it?
We are not putting down women on this show.
No.
This is a great mini, and I won't stand for it. Next army. Next up is Maggotkin of Nurgle. Very weird force. Very weird force.
If you didn't pick my boy,
who's your boy?
the Great Unclean One.
Oh, no. I didn't pick him.
Second best, Great Demon.
So, honourable mention, the Glotkin, because the Glotkin is...
After you said no to the Great Demon.
Another one for the corporation! No, I
thought you'd have put Glotkin as like number 1 over...
Honestly, I was going to. And
you've picked Sloppity...
Floppity Mile Piper! No, I've not put Sloppity at number 1. No, I haven't. I also haven't put the Glotkin. Both honourable mentions, Sloppity less so, obviously. I've picked the Harbinger of Decay. I remember seeing this artwork when I was a kid and being like, wow, he's pretty menacing, as in like one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. He is scary. His new mini came out last year?
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely last edition.
He was the first in like the Dawnbringers range, wasn't he?
He was. Was he? Yeah, I think he was. I think he nailed that. Yeah.
I think he was either the first or the second box.
Yeah, beautiful mini. And it's not the end I speak about. Not the end I speak about. Not the last Dawnbringers mini I talk about on this video either. But yes, the Harbinger of Decay is certainly my favourite.
Next up, it is the Gloomspite Gitz.
Oh boy.
So I've gone with, well, these were kind of an honourable mention in my top 5, so technically I don't have to not pick them.
Okay.
It's either iteration of the Mangler Squigs. I'm all about the Mangler Squigs. It's either them on their own or the one with the Loon Boss.
Yeah.
I mean, the one with the Loon Boss is kind of cool because it's got a tiny guy trying to control these 2 giant things. Honestly, when I saw these on the internet the first time, I was like, they're kind of cool. I assumed it would be like this big.
Yeah.
And then I saw it in person at Warhammer World, and it's like that big.
Oh yeah,
it's like
big.
That wide, and I was like,
wow.
Oh.
That's a lot of squig.
Yeah, there's a lot of squig. The detail in both of the mouths is what really sells it for me.
Yeah, beautiful mini. Beautiful.
Honourable mention is the Loon Court.
They are cool.
I was this close to buying them.
Don't we have it?
No, we maybe put it back. Because our foray into Underworlds died.
Oh, I see. Oh, it was that one. I thought it was a part of the magazine, not the box.
No, the Loon Court was the really fun looking small warband. I think I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there was 5 little guys in it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I had it in my basket at Warhammer World, and you were like, no, put that back, we are not doing Underworlds.
That
And
doesn't sound like me. I wanted to do Underworlds.
No, you were like, you came up with the cold logic of Kieran, our Underworlds video tanked.
Well, to be fair,
we're realistically not going to be playing.
Yeah, we had one view on that Underworlds video, and ironically, it was Paul Hammer. So thanks to those guys, and thanks for letting us on your show, especially after watching that terrible video. So maybe we should do more of it. Next, it's Skaven.
This is a tricky one because
it's not.
Technically the minis aren't out yet.
Oh, I didn't care. I picked up the rulebook and I punted it into space. Vizek Scour, the Prophet of the Horned Rat. What a mini! I want it now. I want to paint it now. GW, please release it now.
I mean, I can't disagree.
Excellent.
Because it is very cool. The only thing...
Hold on. Pause. Did you just call a rat cool?
It's not a rat. It looks more like Satan than a rat, if you ask me. It looks more like a goat with the bloody ram ear things that are going around.
Hadn't considered that, but yes.
Very, very chaosy.
Yeah, for sure.
The only asterisk that needs to go on this is we haven't seen it in person. Is it this big?
Yeah.
Or is it this big?
Well, they showed with the panoramic.
It looked very big in the like you said, the panoramic across.
Yeah,
that's the only asterisk I would put on there. We haven't seen it in person.
Yeah, that's their thick daddy model, and wow. When they announced that, I was like, I don't know what to do. I think I like Skaven. Yeah, that thing is mad. Absolutely mad. What's your next army, please?
Slaves to Darkness. This is really hard.
This is a really rough ride.
Because no matter what you pick, people are going to be angry because there is. What hilarious! I remember when we started our foray into YouTube, the Slaves to Darkness range was pretty low. Like there wasn't they just had Be'lakor and they had Archaon.
Whereas that's pretty good.
Yeah, but now the troops weren't amazing. Now you've got all the Dark Oath stuff. Everything's had come up to another level. I mean, this is an army that includes 2 miniatures I put in the greatest miniatures in AOS of all time.
Yeah,
Be'lakor, which is the greatest miniature in AOS of all time, and Archaon, which is the greatest dragon.
The greatest dragon
in AOS of all time. Nice. So technically, first and second are gone. So I was left with the dregs. But the dregs isn't even the word. I've given it to Eternus.
Yep.
Followed by 0.1 of a point for Abraxia.
Ah, fair enough.
Those two are... It's like that for me. I think Eternus is just because of how much insane detail is in him. And in the horse as well.
Yeah.
It's the giant sword thing. It looks like a boss out of World of Warcraft. I think that might be why. I think I've just had like an out-of-body experience. So I'm like, oh my god, it reminds me of something in WoW. But yeah, absolutely, number 1 is Be'lakor. Number 2 is Archaon.
Yeah.
But in terms of this video, it's Eternus.
Nice. Special mention for the little pygmy chicken man thing from the Dark Oath set. He's fun.
And the Wilder Fiend thing.
What's the Wilder Fiend?
No, not the Wilder Fiend. The Wendigo. That's the name.
Wendigo. Oh yeah, that thing's cool. Yeah.
So weird.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It's that thing. I got so obsessed with Chicken Man.
Next
on the list is Cities of Sigmar.
This will be a quick one.
I didn't put who you think I put.
Well, you've done it wrong.
Yeah,
she's the only good miniature in that range.
Firstly, you're wrong. I expected as much. Talia Vedra felt like the easy pick, so I didn't.
Because it's the only pick.
It's not. There are some really cool minis in Cities of Sigmar. I know you don't like humans and stuff.
I don't like the cannons as well.
My favourite minis and essentially my favourite kit as well is the Free Guild Command Corps. I know you hate that pick. I know you hate that pick.
Oh, you've just done it to be edgy, haven't you?
No, I haven't done it to be edgy. I just didn't want to pick Talia Vedra because it felt too easy. Obviously, she is one of the best ones. Top 3 in my opinion. The other one is with the tower on top of the ogre with the guy on it. Don't know what it's called. Can't remember. Not important. But yeah, Free Guild Command Corps. Brilliant little set. All the minis in there already are great. Perfect for bits. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Loved it.
Not just.
Yeah, I can tell that you're annoyed. I had to pick one hot take. Next team.
The Orruk Warclans. And again, this is very similar to Slaves to Darkness.
Oh yeah, because you picked your fifth was Dragon.
It was the Cabbage Man.
Cabbage Man.
Why
do you call him Cabbage Man?
Because he looks like a cabbage with the way the wings come out the side.
Oh right, I did wonder. I was like, why is he calling it that? Yeah,
Cabbage Dragon. It's the Maw Crusher.
It's
technically number 1, but being as I put him in my top 5 of all time.
Is it?
It's the one I'm going to talk about now is the pig.
Yeah, big pig.
Grod. Yeah.
Nice.
When this thing was revealed, I was like, oh no, maybe I do like orcs.
I like pig.
Yeah, the Iron Jaws are the only Orruks that I will talk about because I don't like cruel boys in any shape or form. The Meth Dobby, not a fan.
Bad Dobby.
Yeah, the pig it just looks so fantasy. It looks like it'd be really hard to paint as well because it's a lot of flesh sculpted over, like for the muscles on the pig. It's got obviously the iron jaws that are trying to direct this behemoth into a battle.
Yeah, mad cool.
Yes, very, very cool. But number 1 is the Maw Crusher.
Of course. Next is the Disciples of Tzeentch, which is a weird force.
So goats,
people,
goats and goat people.
Yep, and then changelings and stuff.
And pink and blue horrors.
Yeah. What's really funny is that what was the game that came out last year that nobody bought but me? Realms of Ruin. Realms of Ruin was the game. They were really cool in that. The Disciples of Tzeentch.
Just on that is one of the biggest flops for a Warhammer game I can remember.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
You bought the Dulux edition, paid full price for it, and then you sent me a message and you're like, Kieran, it's a 7 gig download. I was like, Kieran, you're living in a time where Call of Duty is now 120 gig and you paid £90 for a 7 gig game.
Hold on. It wasn't 90. It was 60. But it wasn't 90, and I haven't played it since. Real weird. We won't talk about it again, but yeah, the Disciples of Tzeentch in that game were great, and I was this will be so easy because I really enjoyed playing with those units. Not easy. A lot of the models are poopy butt, pretty garbage.
Yeah, due a bit of a refresh, I think, aren't they?
So I had to go with Kairos Fate Weaver, the Lord of Change named character.
Oh, the 3rd best Grey Demon.
Interested in your top 3? Go.
You won't like it. That's another video.
What's your top Great Demon? Say no. Coward.
It's the Bloodthirster.
You are a fool. Next army.
Right, so Stormcast Eternals. They're up next. One of the hardest ones in this whole list to do.
Yes.
Such a broad range, and also full disclosure, at the time of recording, we haven't had the Nova Open reveals. I mean, no one knows if it's Stormcast, but I think it's just 99% that's what the next reveals are going to be. So this is being done before that, and knowing Games Workshop, they'll come out with some absolutely fire Stormcast Eternals mini.
No, the last one we saw was the one that looks like the toilet roll cover holder thing, the Angel Man.
Yeah, I thought that was quite cool.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think if the Skaven tie box is anything to go by, the future's definitely bright, or grimdark, I should say.
Yes.
But what's your take?
So Storm Drake Guard, because they're in my top 5. I still think they're my favourite Stormcast Eternals kit. Whether they're the best, I think, is subjective because I'm a massive dragon simp.
Yes. Any noms?
Bastion Carthalos.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Very cool. The Celestant Prime, the Whirlwind Man, very cool. The new Flying Boys, the name has fallen out of my mind.
Fly Boys. That's their name.
They're really good. The Reclusions as well. It's such a hard one to pick.
So who have you gone for?
Gone with the Reclusions. Because I feel like I've got the Stormdrake card, which is a troop unit. You know, here's another troop unit. I think the Stormcast, because it's the Stormcast range is in a weird area now because it's having so much stuff phased out. It's hard to know what's going to stick around. Like, are we going to get a new Celestant Prime?
Probably.
I mean, I'm here for it if there is.
Yeah, probably. I'd wager.
It comes in a white box. It has done for a while. Maybe at the bloody Nova reveal show they'll show off a giant new centerpiece kit. I mean, we've already got Krondys.
I mean, if they did, we should probably have that as the overlay. We'll see it then.
Yeah, because this is coming out after that. So
Yeah, exactly. The overlay.
if there was a really cool one, you'd have just seen it.
Yeah, it'd be loads of little.
Let's stop talking about Stormcast because they're not going to be relevant. What's
excellent.
next?
Next up is Idoneth Deepkin.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. I'm a little bit unsure about these Moana loving guys. Lots of fun. Fish people and fish elves, and they all seem a bit. Yeah, they're all fine. But honestly, I found it super difficult to find something I genuinely loved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would have had the exact same problem with that one.
I went with a meme answer.
Oh, why? You're not going to give a proper answer. This is a functioning
All right,
YouTube
fine,
establishment.
Fine.
We're not
fine,
meme
fine,
lists.
fine. I'll go with a meme option and then an established one. So meme, Elethane Soul Raid. It's the one with the crab. Like the crab.
I can still remember to this day how excited the Twitch chat got when the crab was shown off.
Oh my god, crab. Yeah, he's wicked cool. Then Leviathan.
Got the tail.
Magical Leah Pluridon, Charlie. Next army.
Next up, Blades of Khorne. Super weird little army, this.
Yeah, very strange.
Lots of stuff is box locked from what we could see. I went with the mighty Lord of Khorne.
Yeah, is that the guy with the dog?
The guy with the dog.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he's stuck in a box because I couldn't see him for sale on his own. Whether he comes in another kit, I don't know. Whether it's one of these weird like hybrid kits.
Any honourable mentions?
No.
Not even a Bloodthirster?
Oh, the Bloodthirster. But
No, it's not a Bloodthirster. It's a rubbish mini.
Scarbrand's very cool.
What's Scarbrand? I thought
It's the character Bloodthirster.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Very, like, you know, you got Rotgus for
Demon.
Karados Fate Weaver
Demon
and
Pete's.
Shalaxi Hellbane.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All the other named versions. Yeah.
Nice.
The Mighty Lord of Khorne. There isn't a lot to say about the Blades of Khorne. So.
Cool. Next up, Daughters of Khaine. Another strange army.
We're into the dregs now.
We are into the dregs. However, Daughters of Khaine had a Dawnbringers box come out not too long ago with Krathusa the Croneseer. I love this mini. I think it's super edgelord, super goth girl, and I was like, that's cool.
Edgelord, you're in.
Yeah, I was like, well, let's go. That's super cool. Obviously, some honourable mentions are the Snake Ladies and Morathi. She's a wicked mini. Very, or not really a mini, it's an enormous model. But yeah, I think the Croneseer is certainly my favourite. Morathi is a close second.
Morathi is very cool.
Yeah. Would you ever paint Daughters of Khaine?
If I had to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when we did a tier list for that, I think we put them in if I had to.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think it is if I had to, for sure. I've only got one left, so yeah.
Ogor Mawtribes. A range that could be biblical.
Yeah, it could be very, very good.
I've got two.
Yep.
I feel like I should pick Kragnos because it's like the newest big version kit that they've had.
Kragnos is a weird mini.
It is a weird mini. I mean, he's very big.
He's not actually as big as you think. He's not the size of a Mega Gargant. I think he's like two-thirds of the size.
It's the tactical rock that I think
it's
missells his size.
Bloody tactical rock.
I mean, he's taking tactical rock to the next level. His is more like tactical cliff.
Yeah, he's like Pride Rock, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
My lasagna. Yeah, Kragnos, very cool. Reminds me of the guy from Harry Potter, though.
I did really like the Maw Pack, the guys that came with the recent Warcry warband.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really, really cool. I think if ogres are going to take that like scarier look in the future, yeah, certainly more.
Honourable mention for this one is the Stonehorn.
Yes.
I just think it's really. I mean, I think it's really old, isn't it now?
I don't know how old it is.
Well, it's not new, but it's not old. It's in that weird.
It's a cool kit though.
Really cool. Makes so many different things.
Real nice.
Last one.
The Kharadon Overlords. Steampunk, dwarf pirates in space. That are somehow the good guys.
Yeah. Not bad, that, Chief.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Let me guess you picked the boat.
Which one, though?
There's more than one.
I was confused as well. I was like, hang on, they're all the same. They're not all the same. Yeah, so I picked the Arcanaut Ironclad. This is the biggest one, the one that has like a face on the front of the ship. Yeah, it actually looked really cool. I'm not into Overlords at all, and I saw that ship, and I was like, oh, that's the biggest one.
I'd paint that one.
Big ship, go burr. Oh, no. Or yar. Nice, big ship, go yar. Stupid. Hate myself. Yeah,
done?
Kharadon Overlords. I'm going to take that one. They have some cool characters. I know that Drekkie Flint's got quite a cool
Drekkie Flint is very cool.
character mini. But honestly, overall, it was a bit like me.
People really like them though. Like, people go wild for them.
Do people like dwarves and pirates, and then they've just gone, and then that's it?
I mean, I really like dwarves.
Oh,
They're like my favourite fantasy race.
you never painted a dwarf?
No,
That's interesting.
I painted Votan for 40k.
That's not the same.
No,
No. Would you ever? So if you were to paint dwarves in AOS, which would you pick?
I'd actually paint dwarves in Old World.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different tangent and a totally different video.
Yes.
Last but not least,
Sons of Behemat.
Sons of... Oh, so we've gone from they're all the same boat to they're all the same giant. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, so I've gone with one that the kit builds.
The kit builds, which is?
King Broad.
King Broad.
Just
What a
because
boy.
he's the big guy with all the extra gubbins on the thing. It's not a massive range, so it's probably the easiest one in this whole list to pick from. It's like, what, 4 kits?
Yeah.
I mean, there's more things than that because lots of things that it's got one of those. They're like one of those cool kits where they make a variation of one thing. Like I know the smaller ones, they make variants as well, don't they?
Oh, the small gargants, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say small, they're still massive. But yeah, not as massive
Small.
as the mega ones.
That's going to do it for this video. We've gone through every army that there is in Age of Sigmar.
Apart from Beasts of Chaos.
Oh, no.
Sorry, not sorry. For the cow lovers, they are gone.
Whoa, that'll be in our Old World video if we ever do one.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
What could have been. But yeah, so a final shout out to everybody that is part of the Cult of Kieran. We love you, love you, love you. Come and join our Discord where all the fun is happening. And also, don't forget to do all the YouTube pleasantries.
Yes, please like, subscribe.
Yes.
Leave us comments down below. And if you want to show a bit more support, we do have memberships and Patreon. So check out those if you're one of those individuals.
And don't forget to join our live streams where we've got plenty of things on the horizon, including a 10k giveaway when we hit 10k of our subscribers, as well as community-fed challenges, which is very cool indeed.
Yes, if you become a member, you will get to decide what direction those challenges take. So be sure to go and check that out.
Shilling over?
Yeah, we've done shilling now.
Absolutely right. Thanks so much. See ya. Love you. Bye.